Famer, Mr. Jeff Jarrett. Jeff, are you there?
I'm here, Derek. I appreciate you having me on, and appreciate everybody being here. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Jeff.
Okay, man. Well, boy, I got the inevitable task to follow Conrad. And just sitting here listening to everything and the Jim Johnston, I didn't realize that was the most difficult one. I might have been the easiest one to secure. And Conrad, he called me, and he threw some things out there. The karaoke is going to be a lot of fun with Bruce. Obviously, With My Baby Tonight is sort of taking on a life into itself, thanks to Bruce and Conrad. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But then, maybe more on the serious side, the TNA panel, and, me and Conrad, it's no secret now that we've had multiple discussions about me doing a podcast and that kind of stuff. And he said, okay, I hadn't talked you into doing a podcast. Will you do a TNA panel? And I said, yeah, sure. Tell me a little bit more about what you're thinking. I'm a podcast listener, but I'm not a podcast broadcaster, obviously. And so, he just said, hey, the story's unique. You've obviously got a truly unique perspective. Tell your story. And I said, okay, so now let's talk about the panel. And when we got into those discussions, I had a couple of guys that were no-brainers. The first and foremost, this is a fans convention. And everybody knows, the insane deals that Don West has put out, that kind of stuff. But it's the core of Don West, and that's why from day one we brought him on board is he has a real fan's perspective. And so I've asked him to join me, and he's excited, and, he wants to talk about the X Division and the Asylum days and the Joe and AJ matches and just all the talent that came through and going from the Asylum to Spike and everything that went with that. So Don has agreed to come on board to be a part of the panel. And then I told Conrad, I said, man, I'd like to have some rotating guests. And as me and Conrad, obviously he brought me on board long before FITE was ever thought about. That's a whole nother story that I'm super excited to play a small role in bringing FITE to the table so everybody can basically archive it. But he said, hey, Jeff, he said, you're going to get a chance to tell your story. But one thing, you've been, quote unquote, one of the boys throughout your career. But at TNA, you couldn't play that role. So let's so he sort of prodded me and had some off-color comments, I'll say, about, look, I want the real story. Conrad put it on his producer's hat, and I said, okay, all right, Conrad, you want to hear the TNA story, so to speak, from all angles? I'm going to give it to you. So I called up an old friend of mine. We go back literally 1987. I've been friends with this guy. He's been one of my best friends throughout my entire career. So Big Papa Pump will be on the panel for TNA. So it's me, Big Papa, Don West, and rotating guests from X Division to Knockout to you name it. So I'm excited, and I'll shut up now and take some questions. But Conrad, I just got to say this: you telling the story about Jim Johnston fired me up. I get to because I grew up the same way, hearing those iconic things. So I am looking forward to it. So, floor's yours.
With that, *6 again. If you want to ask Jeff a question, we have a question come through.
If you'd like to ask a question, please press 1 to add yourself to the queue. Otherwise, press 2. Your request has been received.
I have. It's no secret. Wrestle Kingdom 9.